I am live. Hey everybody, how are you guys? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome, welcome. Hey everybody. Hello, hello. Come on in. I have such a really great treat for you today. I have the amazing Amy Porterfield who is going to come and talk to us today. I am so excited. This is going to be amazing. Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. And Amy, when you're here, just say request and I got you, boo. I'm so excited. And y'all ignore my wispies. I'm getting my hair done by the beautiful Brandon. Say hey.
Hi.
So we have been like divifying me up for my docu-series tour tomorrow. I'm so excited. Thank you. He's so sweet. He's like, you need a light, boo. Let's go get this light so you can really be fierce today on this call. Hey guys, hey. All right, yay. Okay, I see Amy. Okay, good. Hey, Amy. This is so great. Thank you, Brandon.
You're so welcome.
Hi, Amy. How you doing?
Hello. Good. Hey, friend. Good to see ya. I'm so
Good
excited.
to see you too.
You're getting ready for your big day tomorrow.
I am. You see, I'm trying to get my hair done. I was like, you know what? I got to be fly. If a whole documentary is about me, I got to be cute.
Yes, you do. Your hair's already looking good. I don't know what else he's going to do to it, but did you just say he just put a light in front of you?
He sure did. Look at this light.
Good man. Good man. Good man. Well,
excellent, man. He's like, oh, no, you need a light. He's like, what else you need? Okay, let's get with
I think it's fantastic.
Oh, my goodness. How are you doing today? How's your day been going?
My day has been great. I've been looking forward to this. I've had a lot of fun conversations today. So this like wraps it up and makes it so fantastic. So I'm really excited to chat with you.
Yay! You know, I actually caught one of your lives. I don't know if it was yesterday, if you were doing a webinar for your new launch or,
Yeah.
But I was on there and I was like, oh, this is such good stuff. It was so good.
I'm so glad you caught it. We've been doing tons and tons of lives. I'm like you. Do you do a lot of live video? Do you do a lot of live?
You know, it depends. Recently, I had I had a live with two of the other speakers that are coming to different cities. So Sarah Lovestyle, I had a live with her because she's coming to the panel in Nashville with you. So you'll get to meet her.
So fun. And
then Jeremy from Black People Eats, he's a panelist in Chicago. I had a beautiful conversation with him. So it was really, really fun.
So fantastic. Now, where are you tomorrow? So what city are you in tomorrow?
Atlanta. So right now I'm in Atlanta. We're getting ready. My team actually went and saw the movie theater and they said it's so nice. They like sent me a video. So I'm like, hey, this is gonna be so fun.
This is so cool. Okay, I don't know anybody who's doing what you're doing. I've never had a friend who has done like a documentary like that and then had these theaters. I love a woman who will go big. Like, I love that. And also you should. Like, your track record, this needs to be talked about, your experience. So I'm very excited to join you in Nashville.
I'm so excited to have you. And thank you so much. Thank you for that.
Of course.
Because it's true. My aunt actually said that recently. She's like, Teri, you know, once you do it, you're going to set a trend. Then everybody's going to be booking out movie theaters and then, like, all my friends, I think they caught the ball late because they're like, oh, I'm going to just show up in New York. And I was like, well, we ain't got no seats left in New York, so you're going to be sitting on the ground. Like, I'm so glad you want to come, but we sold out, boo.
Like, come on now. Who do you think I am? Of course you're sold out. I love it. That's what you need to tell them. Like, sold out. Sorry. How fun.
If you didn't get it on day one, you're finished. No, I'm just playing. We do still. We sold out. Actually, we sold out of all the VIP in like 15 minutes for all cities.
You did do day one sellout. What the heck?
Yep. And then Chicago. No, which one was sold out first? I think it was Atlanta sold out first. They sold out within the first 24 hours. Then Chicago sold out within 2 days. Then we had New York sold out right after that. And everybody was like, oh no, like you got to open a second site. And we're like, well, we can't. Like, it's a private screening. I think that's the thing that, and I probably haven't communicated this well enough. So I did the documentary and nobody has seen it yet. and I actually did it back in May. So I've been like sitting on this for some months, and nobody's seen it. And like I talked to some friends, and they had come by my house and like, Teri, you really need to show this to people. Like, this is important. People should see it. So I talked to Sean Anthony, who you know, and I talked to Drew Wynn from BYOB, and they said, you know what, Teri, we'll help you. If you really, if you want to show this to the world, we'll help you put it out there. And I said, well, I do. And I think a lot of people should see it. So all of us went back, we thought about it, and we're like, you know what? It would be really cool if we did this in movie theaters. Like, why don't we do like private screenings across the nation? And I was like, I can't believe you guys thought of that, because I thought of that too. And I thought the idea was too big, So I was trying to see if anybody else would go with me. And they're like, no, if you want to do movie screenings across the nation, let's do movie screenings across the nation. So this is really the first time that anybody has seen the actual documentary, and only the people that are coming to these private screenings are getting to see it. And we said,
I didn't know that. That is so cool. I'm dying to see it. I saw a little snippet today where you were talking about your very first trade. And you and I have become new friends, so I'm learning more and more about you. Now, the fact that you did your first trade as a principal, right? You said you were a principal?
Yeah, assistant principal.
And you did it at work, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever, because it made me remember back when I was starting out, I was still in corporate. And one day I went under my desk and I got on the phone and I interviewed a girl that was selling digital courses because I wanted to learn how to do it. So I got under my desk and I was whispering to her, interviewing her, finding out how she did it, because I didn't want everyone at work to know what I was doing. So you and I both were like 1 foot out, 1 foot in, like kind of figuring out what we were going to do. And I love that. I love that our journey started that way.
How did you get into courses? Because I don't think I know your whole story. Like, how did you get into digital courses?
When I was still working for Tony Robbins, so I worked with him for 7 years, and I got to work on the content that he did on his events, like Unleash the Power Within and Date with Destiny, all these big events he did. And he created digital courses, and I was like mesmerized, like about these courses. I love the idea of teaching and being able to sell to anyone in the whole world. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And so one day he had a meeting and he brought all these internet marketers to the table in San Diego. And this is how humbling it was. They were all men, and I was brought in to take notes at the meeting. So I was brought in.
You see my face? I'm like.
And so, yes. And so all these guys went around and talked about their digital courses, and they talked about freedom. They talked about financial freedom, lifestyle freedom, time freedom, location freedom, and how digital courses allowed them to have that freedom. And my ears perked up. I took the worst notes ever because I was like, what are they talking about? And so from there, I thought, I got to figure this out. So about a year later, I ended up quitting and starting to do my own digital courses. But when I saw that, I was like, I want that freedom. And I think you too, you have that freedom.
Yes, that is exactly what's happened. So my thing was, every day I was going to the school, and I had 4 bosses because I had like a new school. So whenever you have a brand new, and it was a new charter school. So whenever you have a new school, you have like your principal, and then your principal's boss, and then you have like the operations director, and then the operations person's boss, because they're all trying to see, is this new school going to survive? So I had 4 bosses, and every one of them wanted something different. So every day I would go to work like holding my breath on who was going to say something negative today. Was it going to be this one who is extra petty about the thumbtacks, or is it going to be this one who doesn't really know what he wants in the colors? Like, like all these. And it was horrible. And I remember like, dang, like every single day I got to get to this job, and it's in this one building. But now, like, I'm still in the education world. I'm still teaching. I'm just teaching something that I'm passionate about. And now I don't have any borders. Like, I don't have 4 walls anymore. I can literally travel all over the world, which is what I do. And I can trade from anywhere. I can teach people from anywhere. I can be on my cell phone. I can be on my computer. I can look crazy with my hair. Like, I can do whatever I want.
It's so true. I literally left my corporate job, and even though it was a great job, they paid me well. Tony Robbins was amazing, but I left that job. That was the last job I held because I didn't want to be told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, or where to do it. I didn't want that anymore. And I had grown up with a really strict father. So I grew up with my dad telling me what to do. And then I had these male bosses telling me what to do. And I just got to the point that I was like, I don't want that anymore. And so starting my own online business, it gave me that freedom.
You know what? Like right now, like the thing that's coming to mind is the fact that we are women, but then also like during COVID, the highest unemployment was with women. Did you hear about that statistic?
I did.
And
it broke my heart.
Like, right. And I'm just so happy that like this is a way for women to be able to have our own voice, to be able to actually like make our own money, have our own say, take control back. And we can actually like courses stops the unemployment problem, right? Like we're solving a problem.
Yes, you're so right. Because here's the thing with courses, I always tell my students, so I teach people how to create digital courses. That's what I do in my business. And I always tell my students, you just need, and I'm curious what you think about this, you just need a 10% edge, which means you're 10% of those ahead of those you serve, so that you can show them how you got the results for yourself or for a client. So you don't need to have 20 years experience, a PhD, or even a college degree. You just need to have gotten results for yourself or for someone else. And now you can teach how you got those results. And that means that almost everybody has a digital course in them. Like everyone has that experience. And women are amazing at teaching because without being too stereotypical, we tend to be a little bit more patient. We slow down, we walk people through what we know. And I just think that women are beautiful teachers inside of digital courses.
We really are. Yes. And Miss Tiff says women are flourishing. It's so true. And hey, Woman CEO Mindset says, hey,
Hi,
Amy. Hey, girl. Hey, Paula. But you're right. Actually, like I literally just had this conversation. It was with another girlfriend, and we were talking about women teaching trading. And for those that are on the call that don't know, so my name is Teri, and I teach people how to trade stocks and options in order to live their best life. And so I'm not teaching them the longer term buy and hold. I'm teaching you how do you trade so that you can pay for your car, pay for your kids' daycare, pay for like small attainable goals, right?
Yes.
And it's really cool. But in the trading world, it's men dominated, just like you. Like I feel like I'm always at the table with all the men. And my friend and I were talking about the thing about it, though, is that when you're teaching something like trading, which can be kind of complicated, it's really nice to have a woman's perspective because we're more structured, we're more patient, we actually make sense.
Yes, it's so true. It's so true. My friend Jam Gamble just jumped on, and I was on a live with her right before this. Hi, Jam.
Hello.
And one thing that made me think of Jam and what you were saying is when you have a digital course, you also get to do it your own way. You get to bring your personality. You get to wear what you want to wear, be who you want to be authentically yourself, and you don't have to pretend to be something else. And in corporate, you sometimes do. You got to play the part. And when you have your own online business, when you teach your own course in the style you want to teach it, you get to show up as yourself. And that's a beautiful thing.
It really is. Do you ever watch, and this is going to sound really random, but do you ever watch Disney's like quick takes? And I think they might be called something else, but on the Disney Channel, they have like these quick, like 3-minute movies. Have you ever seen one of those?
No.
They are the best. They are like they get to the emotions like super fast. And if you're in the chat and you've seen one, let me know. Say like I have. But there's this one, and there's this ball of yarn. She's like a little girl ball of yarn, and she goes into this like male dominated field. But you see that she changes herself. Like she literally knits herself to be just like the men. And so now she's like talking bro talk, and she's saying like the cool things to say, and talking at the water cooler. And like it's cute, of course, because it's Disney. So you like see her, she's like a ball of yarn, but she's knitted herself different. But then the problem was when another ball of yarn comes in that looks like she used to look, she's no longer able to relate anymore. Ooh. Because she's tried to like make herself into something that she wasn't. So now
Yes.
she's not even creating a good environment for the new person to come in. And I feel like sometimes as women, like we have to make sure that we're not changing ourselves so much in any kind of environment that we don't allow more people like us to actually enter that environment. Right?
Yes.
And it
Such
happens
a good
so
point.
much.
It really does. That's such a great point. I never looked at it like that. Who knew that Disney would put it all out there for us?
Man, Disney, like if you guys go look at those short clips, like those are some of the like most like they are like really mind opening, like really, really mind opening. It's random, but
I
still.
love that.
But tell me, okay, so we talked a little bit about who you are. And so now you got, well, actually, what was your first course?
Oh my goodness. So my very first course was how to use social media to launch a book. But here's the problem. I made a whopping $267. And the reason why it failed, it was a huge failure, is because I wasn't an expert in launching a book. I was really good in social media. I could teach that all day long, but not in how to launch a book. I think I got desperate. Like, I need to be known for something. I got to get out there in the world. I got to do this. So I rushed it and then realized, wait a second, I can't teach this. So that first course wasn't a great success. But my first very successful course was about Facebook marketing. And I partnered with Lewis Howes, who he's in the personal development world now, but back then he used to do more internet marketing. And it was a huge success. And that was my first taste of like, oh my gosh, I need more of this. It was a $97 course, so it wasn't even expensive.
Now, you
And
know,
so,
I'm all about like the higher price courses.
yes, okay,
So have
so
you
talk
bumped up
about
your
that.
course now?
Okay, so now my course now is Digital Course Academy, how to create a digital course and launch it online, and it's 2,000. So I've went up. But
Good job. Yes.
your course is 3,000, right?
It's actually 5,000.
5,000. Okay, can we talk about why you like to sell products at a higher price? Because I think it's brilliant. I think more women need to do it. So talk to me, $5,000 course.
Yep, $5,000 course. And the honest thing though is it's not that I like to sell things at a higher price. It's that what I am teaching is worth the higher price.
There you go. I'm
Yes.
glad you, yes. Yeah,
So
it is worth the $5,000.
yes. So like when I actually was learning how to trade, I paid $30,000 per class and I had to take more than one. Yes.
What?
And I said, yes, girl. Yes.
I had no idea that it could be that expensive.
Yeah. When you're learning how to trade stocks and here's the thing, you have to remember that I'm trading stocks because I wanted to replace my income. So I'm trading so that I could replace a $60,000 assistant principal salary, right? So I'm not trading for fun. I'm trading because I really need this so that I can live my best life and so I can get my freedom back, so I can get my personality back, because I had kind of lost myself at work, right? So this is not like, oh, you know, I'm just doing this to learn something fun. No, I'm doing this because I need my life. I want to live, right?
Yes.
So I went to this class and I'm like, I need to learn how to trade from the best. I need to be able to make this work so that I can have income, so that I can replace and pay my bills. So I paid $30,000 for several classes. And I put it on a credit card because I knew that I was going to make this work. And because of that, because of how much I know, and it did. Clearly, right? So like I've been trading 11 years. I had been trading before I took those classes. But then when I got serious, I was like, I'm going to invest $30,000 into myself plus, because like I said, I took more than one class so that I can actually do this full time. So now when I'm teaching, I personally think my curriculum is better than what they taught for $30,000.
I'm sure.
I know it is, because some of those teachers, they were up in the front of the room and people were sleeping their class and not paying attention. And then at lunchtime would come talk to me and want me to teach them. So I'm like, y'all paid them $30,000 and now you want me to teach you for free? No, sir. Like, no, ma'am. I know that what I'm teaching is better and worth more than $30,000. So to be completely honest, I should be charging more than $30,000 for what I teach. But because I want more people to have access to it, I have lowered it and I'm charging only like 90% of that and charging $5,000, right? So
I love that.
Yeah,
I think it's really good point that you made. It's not that you love to sell expensive courses. It's that it's what it's worth and then more. Like, yes, that was, I love that you clarified that. And do you only have this one course? Are there other ways you make money beyond trading and teaching people how to trade?
Well, I do. I have 7 streams of income, which is like crazy. A lot of people don't know about that.
Are
So,
you
Amy,
talking about that in your documentary when we go to Nashville for it?
you know what? I really don't. Like the documentary
Okay.
starts at like she's already a millionaire and now she's moving to Puerto Rico. So I'm
Okay.
glad you asked.
Okay, good.
But okay, so let's go back to the 7 streams of income. I have 7 streams of income. But the class itself, I have the $5,000 class, but they can actually get the first half of it for $2,500. So you don't have to come in paying such a high price. I wanted to clarify that. And there's a payment plan. So that helps, right? But yeah, I actually am also a real estate broker in Texas. So I have several like real estate streams of either I'm buying real estate, I'm a landlord, I have realtors that can work underneath me and get commission from them. So there's that. And that's actually what I use to start funding my investing. And then, yeah. And then as a trader, I just had my first $1 million day, which has been crazy. Like last week, I made $1 million in a day trading Amazon. It was amazing. Yeah, girl.
What? This is huge. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Whoa, I don't know anyone who's done that. Like trading is very new to me. I've never done it. I've only done it through my wealth advisor, but I've never done it like you do it. $1 million day.
$1 million day. Oh my gosh. Like Amy, like I was thinking to myself the other day and I was like, you know what? Like and you got to help me because you're good with words and you know how to launch stuff. Like I'm not as good with words, but like in my head, I was thinking like in 2017, I quit my job and that I was making 60,000, right? In 2018, I started teaching. I started trading myself, but then also teaching. So by 2019, I made my first $1 million a year. Then by 2020, with courses, I was making $1 million a month. And then now with trading again, I'm making $1 million in a day.
I can't even fathom that. That is so incredible. You know what? I'm so old school. So in my mind, I'm like, your family must be so proud of you. Like, that's where my head goes. And didn't you say something about you brought a family member with you to Puerto Rico?
I did. I retired my mom. And then my mom.
That's what it was.
And then I've hired most of my family, like all my cousins. Like if you ever like text me or message me, you're probably talking to one of my cousins.
Wow, that is so cool though that you could give them like a great job as well and to retire your mom. I'm really close to my mom. When I moved from California to Nashville, she also moved here. She got her own house, but she's close by. And I love that I have a great relationship with her. And if I need to take care of her, I can. So that's got to feel so good that you retired your mom.
It does. It does. And just like the freedom we were talking about earlier with courses, like it really, like there's a couple things with courses that I love. Like I love that you're able to have this great earning potential, right? Yeah. But then I also love that you're able to then teach other people and they can start having great earning potential.
Yes.
And then there's also like the auxiliary people that are attached to you. So now all of your family is also able to like come up and build wealth, which I love. Like my mom, she never imagined being able to retire early. And I gave her some money and now she can kind of do whatever she wants. So now she has them too, right?
It's so beautiful. I love it. One of the things that courses have done for me in terms of family is one, we were able to retire my mother-in-law who lives in Pittsburgh. So we were able to do that. And I don't talk about this a lot, but we were able to help her so she doesn't have to have a mortgage or anything like that. She's worked so hard all her life. I mean, the woman worked her body to the bones. And so to be able to do that is so incredible. But also what Digital Courses has done is when we left California and moved to Nashville, my husband was a San Diego firefighter, and he's almost 50 years old. He's a little older than me. And when you start over in a new town, you have to start from the bottom. Like, you're with 21-year-olds going through fire academy. And my husband's like, I can't, my body won't take that. And so he retired. And being a firefighter, you're gone every other night. So every other night I slept alone without him, which I hated. And he's home every day. And I feel like it's the best thing, because he's my favorite person in the whole world. And that selling digital courses and teaching other people how to create digital courses allowed us to have that lifestyle. It comes back to that freedom. It creates a lifestyle that I don't think a lot of other things offer.
You got your best friend back.
It's so incredible.
Models back.
Yes, it was life-changing to have him here every night. Is just like the greatest thing. So I feel like we are very fortunate. But I mean, let's make no mistake. We both did the work to get here. I mean, we put the time, we put the work into it, and we took a leap of faith. I don't know about you, but I didn't necessarily have confidence when I started my own online business. I had a lot of courage and faith, but not a lot of confidence. You too?
Not at all. You know what? I actually I had told people like 3 times that I would never do an online course.
Really?
Yes.
What made you finally do it? What made you finally do it?
You know what? So it was actually a need. So I did my first class teaching stocks in Thailand. And then I did the second one in Vietnam. And it was just like the people I was traveling with wanted to learn about trading. So I was like, sure, fine, I'll do 1 class. And then y'all stop asking me. But that did not work, because then they asked me again. And at the time, though, I was like, oh, man, I really like this. But I liked the in-person part of it. I liked the live. I liked seeing their faces. So in June, when I came back to Texas and to Dallas, my friends there had seen me on Instagram. They were like, you're going to do a class for us. I did a live class for them. And I, again, really enjoyed it. But this time, people started asking me to come to different cities. And they were like, oh, when are you coming to Chicago? When are you coming to Atlanta? And I said, well, fine, I'll just put it online, and that way you'll be able to access it. So for me, it was, well, that, and in my live one time, I said, you know how you all tell us to pre-sell? I said, well, I have a course if anybody wants to take it.
Perfect.
And 2 people signed up and said yes. So then it was like, oh, shoot, I got to make this course now. But It was a need. People signed up, and then to get it to more cities, I needed to make it online. And praise God I did, because now like over 7,000 people have taken the course. Like it's for 1 course at Teachable. Like it's been really great. But it was because people just kept asking me.
Oh, I love that. That's actually great for anyone who's thinking they want to create a digital course. When people keep asking you, how do you do what you do? Show me what you're doing. How are you doing that? From trading all the way to how do you get your baby to eat food when there's a picky baby and they don't want to eat anything, to how do you train your dog to do XYZ. There's so many different things. One of my favorite students, she lives in LA. She's a single mom of 3. And she teaches people how to make caramel candy apples. That's what she does. And she made $60,000 her first course. It's so good.
I need the course.
Oh, you would love it. They're so delicious. One time she brought me one. I'm like, I'm not sharing this with my husband. It was so good. And she is working toward retiring her mom, which I love those stories. And she's buying her first house. So again, it's not that I'm obsessed with digital courses. I'm really obsessed with what digital courses can do for your lifestyle. And that's why when I heard your story, I'm like, okay, I absolutely love this, girl. I love your energy. I love what you're doing. I love your story. And you are showing people what is possible. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And I don't I don't want to kind of single myself out, but I think one of the things that I'm hoping that I do, even with the documentary, is show people that it's possible.
Yes.
Like, I want to show them that, like, I'm a first generation person. My dad is from Nigeria, so I'm first generation American. My mom is from here though, so she regular black. but just like I'm a woman, I'm a person of color, I'm like all these things, but none of those barriers have stopped me. And I want people to see that they can do that too, right? Like it is
Yes.
possible. And it is something that like, of course, like I was a trader, but also courses, like they've been such a big part of my life. So I'm really glad, Amy, that you're teaching more people how to do this because it's been revolutionary for me.
I love that. I love your story. I'm excited that I get to hear the whole story. And I don't know anything about your life in Puerto Rico. I don't know what all that looks like. I can't believe I have to wait until Nashville next week to see this documentary. I was like, is it online yet? Am I just waiting for nothing? Oh no, it sounds like I have to wait. If
Yeah,
any of you are in Nashville, I hope you're coming to Nashville next week to come see us because there's a few tickets left, right?
there are. If you go to
Okay.
tradetraveltour.com, tradeandtour.com, go to Nashville. It's like literally the only city, well, that and Dallas, that have tickets left. So
Okay,
if
I
you
want to say we're sold out in Nashville. So come on, my friends. Let's do this.
and it's be live, because who doesn't want to see Amy live? Like
Ah,
I'm
it's going to be fun. It's fun. I'm excited. So after you do the documentary, then is it, we're going to come together with some of your, like, who are the other people that are going to be in Nashville?
sure. So it's an amazing panel, absolutely amazing. So we also have Anthony O'Neill, and so
So fun.
he's on YouTube. Y'all got to go check his channel out. We have Sarah Lovestyle. And Sarah, what's so amazing about Sarah is like, she is an influencer. She has this wonderful food brand. Like she is a wonderful chef. She also is gorgeous. So like her channel, like you just see her in all these fashions, but she's also an investor. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Oh. Yeah.
She's also an investor. Like she invests in companies. She's like an angel
Okay.
investor.
Very cool.
Yeah. So there's like between all of you guys on the panel, it's gonna be a brilliant conversation. And then we have Dr. Isaac. So Dr. Isaac and Dr. Keisha, Dr. Keisha actually, she like saved 750,000 as a single mom and is on her way. Like she's on her way. I think she already retired, but she's like on her way to the fire movement. Just beautiful. So that couple came to my house in Puerto Rico, and they just wanted some downtime, which was really why I got my house, because I wanted it to be like a place for creators to relax. But I showed them the documentary, and both of them were just blown away. And they were like, Teri, there's so many things here from, what is your legacy? Who's the community surrounding you? What does it take behind the scenes? Like all these things. So they're actually going to come and moderate the panel, which
Oh, fun. Oh,
Mhm.
that's great. It's going to be a great time. Someone was asking, what's the URL again?
It's tradeandtraveltour.com, and you spell it all the way out. Trade and travel, and trade is TRADE, tradeandtraveltour.com. Yep, and then
Perfect.
just fill and get your ticket there. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Come see us. I'll be in Nashville, but you've got all those other cities as well. It's going to be fun. It kicks off. Is tomorrow your first one?
Yes, tomorrow's my first one. Please pray for me. Pray for me.
I will pray for you. I will pray
It's
for you. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what you're wearing. I can't wait to see the lineup there. So take some pictures. You're going to post on social, right?
yes. I'll
Okay,
take
good.
lots. I know Sean is in here. He's like, we gonna take pictures of you if you don't take pictures. And we have VIP, and every site has like VIP, so that you'll get to mingle with the different panelists. Here in Atlanta, we have like Maya Elias and Tanya Rapley from MyFab Finance.
Love her.
Yes.
Ugh,
So to mingle a little bit. For the VIPs, we have like special seats reserved and popcorn, and it's gonna be so.
fun.
Everybody comes in the theater, watches the documentary, and then we have the panel discussion afterwards and get to talk about it. So it's going to be like a really great night.
I
Such
can't
a great.
wait.
But wait,
Congratulations, my friend. It's gonna be a great night. And I hope you just sit back and think, I deserve every bit of this. I deserve all of when people are cheering and loving it, just take it all in because you did a lot of hard work to get here.
thank you. Thank you. And before we leave, though, I do know that you have some things going on too. So please tell them, like, how do they join your 30-day challenge? How do they join the quiz? And you guys, Amy has a quiz. She didn't tell y'all about this, but I'm gonna tell y'all about this. So, so you guys know, like my course, I told you guys. So last year, I let it be known that I had made over like $10 million in my online course, and this year, it hasn't been announced, but we're nearing like $30 million in lifetime sales for the online course itself.
Wow.
So courses have definitely changed my life. And yes, I could trade and make money as I do, but like it's been a big part of my life, right? Because of that, I do think that if you have something to teach, which Amy will teach you, everybody has something to teach. It's something that I think could really be revolutionary for you guys. So there is a quiz, and Amy has a quiz. I'll put it in the link of my bio right after we jump off. But just see what you could maybe have a digital course on, or what topic you could teach, because that like extra income is revolutionary. It really is.
It really is. It can change everything. So this quiz is how to find your personal path to create a profitable course. And it's basically, where are you in your journey? And depending on where you are in your journey, I'll tell you exactly what to do to get started with the digital course. The quiz takes like 2 minutes to create, but it's really personal in terms of what to do next. So if you have this on your heart, like maybe I could create a course and what might it look like? Let me help you get that started. The quiz is free and it gives you so many resources on the other end once you take it. So yeah, you can get the link in your bio. That's perfect. But anyway, I just think courses really are revolutionary. I love that they're part of your story, but I can't wait to hear your entire story in Nashville. We're going to have so much fun.
And y'all go check out IGTV. I have like this Becoming series. So the one you saw, Amy,
Yeah?
it's for. So before you come to Nashville, I'm going to, like, that one's on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to put it out so you can look at a little bit more of the story.
Okay, good.
And then be ready for the documentary series.
Okay, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Thank you for including me. I feel so honored. Congratulations. Have so much fun tomorrow night. I can't wait to see all the pictures.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time tonight.
Bye. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye, guys. See you.